A mystical or spiritual experience is one of the most meaningful and profound experiences that a human being can have. In a groundbreaking study at Johns Hopkins University published in 2006, researchers found that psilocybin induces powerful mystical experiences. 62% of participants reported having this mystical experience. And even after 14 months had passed, these participants said it was still one of the most profound and meaningful experiences of their entire lives. So how does a plant medicine like ayahuasca fit into this picture? Well, in this video, we'll take a look at the spiritual dimensions of ayahuasca and what its spiritual dimensions might mean for healing and personal growth. But before we dive in, take a second to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on everything around the third wave of psychedelics. Ayahuasca is one of the most powerful psychedelic plant medicines in the world and includes a molecule called DMT, dimethyltryptamine. To understand spiritual experiences with ayahuasca, we first need to understand DMT. It is one of the most intense psychedelic compounds in the world. And this guy, Dr. Rick Strassman, wrote about it in his book, DMT, the Spirit Molecule, based on his clinical research with DMT. Strassman makes a bold claim that DMT is secreted from the pineal gland during intense spiritual experiences. He gave volunteers injections of DMT and recorded their experiences. The book that he wrote is full of incredible stories of journeys into other worlds, out-of-body experiences, meetings with other beings, and all kinds of other interesting, wacky spiritual experiences. This led him to conclude that DMT opens our consciousness to this spiritual world, facilitating the soul's movement in and out of the body. In fact, there was so much similarity to near-death experiences that Strassman suggests that this may be what happens at the moment of death, that our pineal gland secretes DMT as we go into other dimensions. Now let's go into ayahuasca. The name ayahuasca means vine of the souls or vine of the dead. In traditional cultures, it's believed to facilitate communication with the spiritual world, including spirits of plants, ancestors, and other spiritual beings. Like I said earlier, the primary active ingredient is DMT, but it also has a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, MAOI, that stops DMT from being broken down. Smoking pure DMT only lasts 5 to 10 minutes, but because ayahuasca must go through the digestive tract, it takes much longer, 4 to 6 hours. And so this combination slows everything down. The elongated nature of it allows you to really sink into the experience. And so while drinking ayahuasca may not be as potent as pure DMT, it allows to actually engage with the experience, navigating these different spiritual worlds and perceptions that may be coming up. Now, there's a huge range of experiences that may happen with ayahuasca, so if you are looking for spiritual revelations, it's important that you go in and cultivate that intention. They are quite common, but they're not necessarily guaranteed. Again, the single most important thing, if you're seriously considering ayahuasca, is to work with a qualified retreat or practitioner that you trust. And to help with that, Third Wave is a highly curated directory of vetted providers on our homepage. You can just click the link in the video description below to find that list of vetted and verified providers. Let's do a quick recap. Ayahuasca can facilitate meaningful experiences through this mystical awakening, this mystical opening. Clinical research has proven that psychedelics, in particular psilocybin, can catalyze that repeatedly up to 2/3 of the time. Now, in ayahuasca is DMT, dimethyltryptamine, and when we consume that through the digestive tract, it allows for an elongated experience that we can navigate these other worlds, these liminal spaces in between. What matters most is that you allow yourself to surrender fully to the experience, and to allow yourself to surrender, you need to find a qualified practitioner, someone that you can trust, so that way when you go into that medicine space, you can fully relax and immerse yourself in what will likely be a very meaningful and deep experience. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stay up to date on the third wave of psychedelics, subscribe to this channel and visit thethirdwave.co, where you'll find plenty of free resources on the intentional and responsible use of psychedelic medicine.